to you today. So we're on lesson number 4.
Okay. Oh, I forgot what lesson we are. Okay, do and don'ts. Okay.
All right, so we're going to get started with Advanced English for lesson 4.
Okay.
Can you see what I'm sharing with you here?
Yes.
You see one slide? Okay, good.
Agenda, review, future perfect,
Yep.
and new transportation.
Okay, perfect. So that's what we're going to do today. Were you able to do any homework over the break?
I did, but I don't know. I didn't find today. I don't know where did I put it.
Okay.
So
Try to find it
yeah.
and send it to me so I can grade it.
Sure. But I did.
All right. Well, let's talk about things that we used to do. Fatima, when you were growing up, what games do you remember playing?
Oh, I remember was one that I don't know in English is was some square, and you have to close your eyes. You have to close it, and then you said in Spanish, "Pise." It's like a plane. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if you have it.
Hopscotch.
Maybe.
Rayuela.
You have to jump.
Rayuela.
What?
En español, la rayuela, ¿no?
No, we call it pise.
Pise? Okay.
Uh-huh.
I think I know the word rayuela because there's a book.
Oh, I don't know. Rayuela. No.
You know this one? Julio Cortázar?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Is that the game?
You have to jump with
This game?
Rayuela.
In
No.
English, we call it hopscotch.
Okay.
Hopscotch. Yeah,
Okay.
I only know how to say this in Spanish because I have this book.
Okay.
Okay, but you call it in Venezuela pise?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you used to play hopscotch.
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 How do you write it?
Hopscotch?
H?
Yeah, I'll write it for you here just so you can see
please.
it. Hopscotch.
Let me. Okay.
Hopscotch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. New word for me.
Yeah. I don't think I ever really played hopscotch too much.
That's just
But
too old.
Yeah, it was a popular game here as well. When you were growing up, were you mainly in the country or in the city?
Are you mainly in the country or the city? The city.
Okay, so you grew up in a city. You used to live in were you in Caracas?
Yes, until what age? Since I was 18, I think. 18.
Okay. Did you used to play with lots of other children from your street? Like from
Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We had a big team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Who were your closest friends?
Oh, I have 2 closest friends.
Who were they?
Who were?
Yeah, who were
Oh, was she is Mildred and Diana.
Mildred and Diana. Okay, so they were your closest friends. Are you still close with them today?
Yes.
Really?
Nice. Yes.
I don't have any friends from my childhood, really.
No, we have like 50 years to know each other.
Yeah, you know how you're telling me how you move a lot with your husband for work?
Yes.
That's how I grew up. I moved around a lot when I was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We keep in contact. So
every other year I move cities or change schools or whatever. So
why?
it's just what happened. That's common here in the United
Oh,
States. People typically here in the United States, people move a lot for work. They get job opportunities and they move. It's not
in the same
uncommon.
country,
Yeah,
but
it's
in the
not.
same. Oh, that's good.
My childhood wasn't normal, but it's not abnormal to move a few times when you're growing up, 2 or 3 times. I moved a lot. I
Yeah.
definitely moved a lot. Did
Are
you?
you from here, right? From Denver.
No, I'm from Georgia.
Oh, I thought you was
I'm from
born here.
I'm from Atlanta.
Oh,
I've,
okay.
I've lived here in Colorado now at this point in my life longer than anywhere else, but no,
Okay.
I moved to Colorado right before high school. So
Oh, okay.
I went to high school here, but before that, for the most part, I lived in Georgia.
Okay. That's beautiful.
Did you used to worry about or be afraid of anything when you were growing up?
No,
No,
not really. No.
you're lucky.
Now I think I am.
Really? What are you afraid of now?
Oh, because I don't want to move again and again and again. So I just want to stay in one place, and that's it.
Do you want to just stay here in Colorado, or
No,
where would you ideally like to live? Back in Venezuela or
no, in Miami.
in Miami?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Why do you want to live in Miami?
My children are living there,
Um,
and we have a house in there too, and we have like I think it's we used to live in Miami, and we in every vacation we go there
okay,
and spend the summertime and Christmas time. So that's like our home.
okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes.
Um, did you move houses during your childhood?
And no,
No, you never moved.
no.
No, lucky you.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just before the time I was 14, let's see, I lived in New Orleans, Macon, 2 houses, St. Louis,
Oh,
and Atlanta,
no.
and then
No,
Colorado. Moved
I
6
used to
times
live in the
before I
same
was 14.
six, I used to live in the same house like until 18 years old. Yeah. But then I have 12 moved.
But since
So
then, you moved around a lot. Yeah.
yeah, but different countries. So
At least you have stories, right? You probably have a lot of good stories.
yes.
Where did you used to go for your holidays?
uh, we used to go to Europe.
Really?
Uh-huh. For
Nice.
holidays. Yeah.
Just anywhere, or Spain, or Portugal, or all?
Uh, to the whole so many countries and cities.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
What job did you
My
used to want?
son, he is 29 years, and his birthday is December the 28th, and he until 26 years he spent his birthday in different places and cities and countries.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Well,
that's nice. He doesn't like it, but every birthday, another city, another new place. So it's fun.
what job did you used to want to do?
What job?
Yeah, when you were growing
Uh,
up, what was your dream?
about about my career. It's engineer, computer science.
When you were a little kid, that's what you wanted to do?
Oh, no.
And
No,
then,
no,
like,
no,
when
no.
you were growing up, you know, when you were a kid, what
Okay. Maybe doctor,
you wanted to be?
maybe.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What are your dreams now?
So many dreams. Like I want to be in a beautiful place that close to the beach and around with my friends, my family, of course,
Nice.
and to be
Healthy.
healthy. To be healthy.
Okay, good. All right, let's take a look at what's called the future perfect tense. So to make this, we need at least 3 different pieces, right? We need the future. So typically we say it with will, I will. We need the verb have and then the participle. So here's an example. By the time I am 30, I will have bought a house. So this is something that we use to project future plans, or not so much even plans, but accomplishments typically. Let's practice with this, okay?
Yeah.
Number 1.
Where's my? Okay. Okay. I think 10 p.m. tonight, I will have, oh, with a finish. By 10 p.m. tonight, I will have finished this report.
Very good.
By 10 p.m. tonight, we will have had dinner.
You were right the first time.
We haven't.
We will
have had dinner.
Yeah.
By 10 p.m. tonight, she will have left Paris.
That's it.
By 10 p.m. tonight, John will have met Lucy.
Good.
By 10 p.m. tonight, they will have. Oh, why John is have? It's not has.
Not in the future, because it's the future.
Oh, so we don't use has.
Not in the future.
Oh, okay. They will have taken the exam.
Very good.
By 10 p.m. tonight, it will have stopped snowing.
Very good.
By 10 p.m. tonight, I will have read all this book. By 10 p.m. tonight, you will have fallen.
When you said felt, that's the participle of the verb feel. Feel, felt. Fall, fallen.
Okay. By 10 p.m. tonight, she will have watched the film. By 10 p.m. tonight, he will have arrived.
Good. All right. Nice. You got it, Fatima. All right. So now I want you to complete these sentences. Maybe for number 1, change it to by the time I go to sleep, because you're already at home.
Okay, by the time I get home. By the time I finish the ESL program at this Spanish school.
So just do number 1, okay? But just change it to, instead of by the time I get home, by the time I go to sleep tonight. How can you finish that with this I will have?
By the time I will have take a cup of tea. I will drink. I will have. Yeah, wait. By the time I will.
By the time I go to sleep. By the time I go to sleep.
I will have. Oh, and then I have to use the verb, right?
Yeah.
Like a drank cup of tea.
Okay. By the time I go to sleep, I will have drank a couple of teas. A couple of cups of tea. Okay?
Okay.
Or I
by
will
the time
a couple of teas.
Okay. By the time I finished the ESL program at the language school, I will have how you say, I will have taken a vacation.
Okay.
Taken some days off, okay. Maybe.
Yeah.
By the first time,
it would be more logical to say something about your progress with English, right? Like by the time yes. I finish the ESL program at the language school, I will have mastered English, or
I will understand. Is understand or understood?
I will have understood.
Better.
I will have understood English better. Good.
Better. By the time it snows, I will have what? I will have what? I don't know. Like what? I don't know. Take some classes of ski.
Okay, by the first time it snows, I will have taken. I will have taken some ski school classes.
By next,
the only problem with that, I see your logic, but you can't take ski classes until it starts to snow. So you wouldn't be able to take the ski classes by the first time it snows.
Yes. By next summer, I will have oh my God, what? I will have like a go. The verb go is went.
I will have, yeah, so the participle, that's the past tense, but the participle is gone.
Gone. Okay. I will have gone to the beach.
Good.
Yeah, I sometimes I make a confuse with that, with the past and the participle.
Yep, it's confusing.
Yes. By the time I am 80, I will have had a piece of life.
Okay, good. Good one. All right. Today we're going to talk a little bit about reading, in particular, how to improve your reading comprehension. Okay. So typically speaking, when you read a paper, especially a more kind of formal or academic paper, it's going to consist of a title and multiple paragraphs, at least 5 paragraphs. And a paragraph consists of 4 to 5 sentences each. Typically, I would say 5 sentences at least. So an idea or a piece of advice to help you improve your reading comprehension. Before I get into that, let me ask you, do you ever read something and like when you're done reading it, you're like, what did I just read?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? So it's
Yes.
easy. It's very easy when you're reading to kind of lose sight of what you're reading. You know, you're especially in your new language. In English, a lot of times you're thinking so much as you're reading about pronunciation, or you're translating it into Spanish, or you know, you're looking for the grammar, the past, present, future, and you actually forget what you're reading, what you're doing.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
I know. And so you read through something and you get done and you're like, okay, what did I just read? So you can improve that by, before you even start to read it, by doing the following things. Okay? One thing that you can do before you start reading is to preview the article. So just take a look, just take a quick glance at the article, take a look at the title and whatever topics, kind of the key topics that they're talking about. And then try to guess before you even start reading. Guess what it's about, you know? As you're reading and you're seeing words that you've never seen before, when I'm, like, for example, when I read in Spanish, I do this. Like I just showed you this book, right? So you know I'm not making this up. I do this when I read in Spanish.
Okay.
I have a notebook and I will read a page. And so that I don't mess up like my concentration, I read the whole thing, and every time I come to a word that I don't understand, I write it down on a piece of paper. Okay? So that's what this third piece of advice is. Guess what new words are and keep a list so that you can look them up later. If you're really reading something important, like if you're ever, you know, need to pass a test or something like that, you can always take notes as you're reading too, or you highlight specific words or phrases or key points of what you're reading, and then try to summarize it afterwards. Try and, you know, actively think about what you just read. So to my point about keeping the list, what I'll do is I'll read a page and I don't stop. Whenever I come to a new word, I just write it down. I don't look it up right away. When I finish the page, typically I'll have like 5 to 10 new words. And this, I've been speaking Spanish for 20 years. And if I read that book right now, if I pick up a page, I'll take at least 10 new words from every page. And then I look up the words. I get a dictionary, I look up the words, I write down what it means, and then I go back and I read the page again. And
the pronunciation.
Yeah. Well, Spanish pronunciation is easy because
but for me.
For you. Yeah. One really cool thing about learning a new language now is that when you type in the words on the internet, you can get the pronunciation. So every time you look up a new word, you can actually listen to the pronunciation. So
help a lot. Yes.
I didn't have that when I was learning English or learning Spanish, but you have that now, so that's good.
Yes.
Right. So let's practice here. Okay. Why don't you read this to me, Fatima?
Okay. Rules of the road. What to do and not do when pulled over by the police.
Yeah.
Possible violations.
So real quick, before we even get into this, you just read the title. What's this about?
What you have to do and not to do. What is good and not good.
Like when I wake up in the morning?
No, when the police is pulling over.
Okay, yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, so really important to make that point, right? Because it's not
Yeah,
about just what to do and not do in general, right? It's a
exactly.
specific topic. And if you want to be even more specific, you know, I would say without reading anything else. Okay, so when I read this, I'm going to learn what I should do and shouldn't do if I'm driving and the police
Mm-hmm.
stop me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. So go ahead.
Okay, possible violations. No one wants to get pulled over by the police, but we have all made mistakes while driving. For example, a police officer can pull you over for driving too fast, speeding, for failing to come to a complete stop at a stop sign, for running a red light, for not having your lights on after dusk about 30 minutes before sunset, for having burned out lights, for waving outside your lane, or for DUI, driving under the influence of drug and alcohol. If this happens, there are some things you should do and shouldn't do. If you are lucky and don't have many past violations, you may just get a warning.
Okay, nice
What
reading,
do you
Fatima.
think the story is about?
Yeah, well, I already asked you that question, but good reading,
Yes.
Fatima. Very good. All right, so if you paid attention to the advice I just gave you, hopefully you were taking note. I know you were reading out loud, so you weren't writing it down, but what are some words here that you don't know what they mean?
Dusk. I'm not
Dusk.
sure.
Yeah, dusk.
Dusk.
Okay.
And that's it. The
Just dusk.
only one.
Do you
Yeah,
know what
the only one.
do you know what weaving means?
Women, where it
Right below
is.
dusk, for weaving outside your lane.
Yes, like you go like
Okay, good, good. I'm
it's not that?
surprised. I'm surprised you know that. You're right. Good.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't seem, that's not a very common word, so I'm surprised that you
Uh-huh.
good. Okay, good. So yeah, dusk is what it says right there, about 30 minutes before sunset.
Sunset.
Yeah, so it's just the period of dusk is right when the sun starts going down, the sun starts to
Okay.
set, and it's
Okay.
kind of that hazy period. It's not dark and it's not light. It's kind of,
Uh-huh.
you know, it gets kind of hazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's called dusk.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay, good. So,
I know.
yeah. So what's this about?
The reading?
Yeah, so far, what did you just tell me?
Well, it's the possible why the police stopped you
Yeah.
and the consequence maybe if you don't know what are you doing when you are driving, maybe the speeding, or maybe if you are drunk,
Yeah.
or if you have the light.
It doesn't really talk too much about consequences. It just really, this first part talks
Yeah,
about
I just
reading.
imagine.
Yeah. Well, you can imagine that we're going to learn possibly about the consequences. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. All right, tell me this one.
Do's. There are 5 basic things every driver should do. Always have with you or in the car your driver's license, current registration, and updated proof of insurance. If you see a police car with light flashing behind you, pull over to a safe spot. Turn off the engine. Is engine? Is right?
Mm-hmm.
Engine. Roll down your window and put your hand on the steering wheel.
Good.
In the steering wheel, right?
Yeah, on the steering wheel.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually eliminate that part where it says roll down your window. you're really not supposed to do anything. You're supposed to keep your hands on the steering wheel. Because if you roll down the window, anytime you do that, like the police can see from the back movements, and they get really scared that you might be reaching for a gun or a knife or something like that. So what I learned, you know, when I was driving, if you get pulled over, just keep your hands on the steering wheel. That way they can see exactly where your hands are, and they don't have to worry about anything. All right, so what is this paragraph about, Fatima?
Do. What to do.
What to do?
Mm-hmm.
Like before I go to bed at night?
What?
Or
No, when the police stopped you.
yeah, what to do in the event that you get stopped by the police. Okay.
And the thing you have to have with you, like a driver's license, the registration, the insurance.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. All right, read this one to me.
Don't. There's one basic don't every driver should follow. After you pull it over, don't move around a lot in the car or get out of the car. The thing you said. The officers will ask you for your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance. Don't start reaching for them until asked. However, if the officer sees you going into your glove box, he or she might think you are getting a weapon or hiding something. Most importantly, don't get out of the car unless the officer asks you to.
Good.
Yeah.
Right. So what is this paragraph about?
Don't do when your police stop you.
Yeah, this is advice. This is telling you things not to do specifically.
Not to do.
Specifically things you should avoid doing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Manners. Okay. Manners. Also, you should always be polite, friendly, and honest. If you try to argue or you get angry, this will only hurt you. In fact, if you argue or use inappropriate language, you could face additional charges. It is best to let the officers talk first. It's not a good idea to demand to know why you have been stopped before the officer tells you. Oh, really? Mm-hmm.
All right, so what is this paragraph about?
Manners when the police stop you.
Yeah, manners, right? So
Manners.
how you should act, right? Be
How to be act.
Good.
So if the police stop you and you don't know why he stopped you, and you want to know before he asks you, you don't ask. Just wait until he told you why.
Yeah, I mean, typically, like honestly, the less you talk, the better.
It's better for you. Oh.
In any situation where you find yourself talking to a police officer, you know, the more you talk, the more you can get yourself into trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
like,
if you've ever watched like a TV show where they have detectives, you know, what's the first thing they say when they arrest someone? You have the right to remain silent.
Silence.
Because every time you talk, you're telling something to, you know, you can really, it's hard because you can be nervous, you know, you're nervous and shaking and your adrenaline's going and, I'm sorry, officer, I was only going 20 over, but I forgot and I had a glass of wine at dinner. And like all of a sudden you've just said everything. And maybe the officer was, you know, I don't know, who knows why he stopped you. Maybe he didn't stop you for anything.
Maybe a light.
For a different reason or whatever, you know? And so if you're talking and you immediately apologize for everything that you just did, well, he might not have known what you just did, you know? I mean, honestly, the first step is not to do anything wrong, you know? But in the event that you get pulled over, let let the officer do the talking, you know, be
Mm-hmm.
polite. Yes, sir. No, sir. You know, try, it sounds odd, but apologizing is not a good, you know, typically speaking, a good thing. You just want to let the officer talk and see what he has to say, you know, and
Exactly.
talk as little as possible, you know. And like what this
Mm-hmm.
says, it's not a good idea to demand why you have been stopped. You know, that's losing the idea or the position of authority if you start demanding something, you know. There's
Mm-hmm.
exceptions. Every, you know, there's circumstances where you can do something different, but generally speaking, it's a good idea to talk as little as possible.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
A police officer may give you a warning instead of a ticket, but this usually only happens to people who are friendly and cooperate, co- co- co-
Cooperative.
co-
Cooperative.
cooperated, cooperated.
Cooperative.
If you get a ticket, it is important to remain calm and polite. The officer may note on the ticket that you have a good attitude. This might help you decide to fight the ticket in court. Do not attempt to bribe the officer. This is against the law. What is bribe?
Bribe.
Bribe.
Bribe is, you know, you say, oh, officer, let's see here. I know you're giving me a ticket, you know, but what if I gave you this, you
Oh,
know? What if
oh,
you know,
okay.
maybe you don't have to give me the ticket today,
Try to
right?
buy the
That's,
police.
that's called a bribe, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
so, so what is this paragraph about?
Well, maybe how to react if he gave you a ticket and maybe your attitude to be polite and good attitude.
Yeah. Yeah, still more just general advice if what happens.
Advice, yes,
And that
exactly. It
last
is
one, yeah,
advice.
here in the United States, it's very you're more than likely going to get yourself into a lot of trouble if you try to bribe a cop here, you know.
Yeah, in
um,
our country, you can. The police can tell you
I know.
if you give me $100, I
Yeah,
will let you know go or something.
that's why we put this in here, because here in the United States, that will get you into a lot a
I
lot
know.
a lot of trouble. You
Uh-huh.
know, it happens here. It's still, you know, there is a lot of corruption here in the United States too. It typically happens at a much higher level than that, you know, where like I
Mm-hmm.
know in a lot of places in Latin America, you know, it's the custom if you get stopped by the police just to give them, you know, 20, 30, 50 pesos, whatever, you know, that will not get you out of trouble here.
Yeah, and sometimes they stop you, and it's not reason for that.
Uh-huh.
Just to get money, sometimes.
Yeah, no, and in the United States, you will get brought, like the police will give you a bribery charge and arrest you, and it gets
Mm,
a lot worse. It gets a lot worse.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, okay, good. So you're doing good here. You're understanding a lot of this. What are some
Yeah.
reasons that a police officer might pull you over?
Maybe because you pass through the red light.
Okay.
Maybe because you have a broken light in your car.
Yeah.
Maybe the speed.
Uh-huh.
Maybe the how, how was the word? Like you
Weaving.
go what?
Weaving.
When uh, sometimes you don't have the seat belt on.
Yeah, you could get pulled over for that. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
sometimes.
What 3 documents do you need if you get pulled over, Fatima?
Your driver's license, your car registration, and your proof of insurance.
Yep. Very good. Is it a good idea to argue with a police officer?
No,
Why not?
it's not, because you have to be good aptitude, to be polite, and to let him talk first.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to do that.
Well, you better.
You can be rude, you know. It's just not a good idea.
But you never know.
Yeah. Typically speaking, with the police, you're not gonna argue your way out of anything, you know. Like in a lot of situations, if you go to a restaurant and you get bad service, you know, you can ask to talk to a manager and make a complaint. If you know, go shopping at a store, you can start an argument with the manager. There are a lot of circumstances when you can do it. When you get pulled over by the police, there's no talking your way out of that, typically speaking. So yeah, arguing if you were speeding or not speeding or running a light or not, you know, like, they don't care.
What about if you feel like you are not speeding too fast?
Yeah, I mean,
And the police tell you you was too fast.
you were
Too fast.
You know, you're just, unfortunately, I mean, you can try to argue, but it's not going to work.
That's right.
You're a lot more likely to get yourself into more trouble. If you start arguing and you have a bad attitude, you raise your voice, you know, other things start happening.
Mm-hmm.
You can turn a bad situation into an even worse situation.
Exactly.
What's the best way to behave when you're pulled over?
Behave like stay your hand in the don't move, and be polite.
What's it called?
I forgot. It's
The steering wheel.
wheel. A steering wheel.
The steering wheel. Yeah, keep your hands on the steering wheel.
Yeah, don't move, and don't take anything from your box, your how you say, card box?
From your glove box.
Glove box.
Yep. Good. Have you ever gotten a traffic ticket?
No.
No. Oh, you're
No.
lucky. Good for you. Lucky.
Never. even in Venezuela, no.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. This is a particularly interesting reading topic and topic of discussion right now. If you're looking at the news lately, you know, the truth of it is the police have a lot of power. You know, they have an authority position, and it's very hard to argue with a police officer, or, you know, if you get accused of a crime like traffic tickets, you can almost never get out of. If you get pulled over, you're better off just paying the fine, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the truth of the matter is the police have too much power, too much authority, and we're seeing that in the news right now. There's been a lot of cases of police, you know, doing things that were easily murder, you know, and they're getting away with it. Up until now, you know, we're lucky now that we have cell phones and we can take videos and record things. So
no, but I think it's not a good idea, because after those success, I saw so many people, white and black people, whatever, they argue and say bad words and push the police and I don't think that is good idea.
No, that's not good either. You know, your best defense these days is to turn on your video camera on your phone and start recording what's.
And the police feel like I can do anything because right now it's not a good idea to do something.
Yeah.
So it's a delicate situation.
Very delicate situation. Good.
Yes.
Fatima, what differences are there with road rules between the United States and in your country, do you think?
I think they are similar.
They're pretty much the same?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But the people don't do the same.
People don't do the same? What do you mean?
Well, they don't respect the speeding limit. They not there.
Oh, in Venezuela. Okay, yeah.
Yes. They drink a lot and they drive
Okay.
with alcohol, and sometimes they don't have insurance. They don't have driver license.
That was one I was going to ask you about with the insurance. Is it mandatory to have insurance for driving in Venezuela?
Yes.
It is?
But the basic one.
Because I've had students from all over tell me in some countries you don't have to have it.
You just need the basic one, but you can pay. If you don't have it, you can pay.
What would you do if you were stopped by the police?
Well, I stop and wait until he can tell me why they stopped me.
Yeah. Okay, good. Are you cooperative with figures of authority?
If it's correct, if he has out good matters to me, yes. If he don't, I can argue because my personality. So.
Okay. Do you argue with people a lot, Fatima?
No, not a lot. But I think when they don't have the reason why they argue, or
I think when they are not right.
They are not right.
Yeah, I know when you say the reason, we don't use reason like that.
Oh, okay.
You have to say, I think when they are not right or when they are wrong. Yeah. Okay, good. Have you ever tried to bribe anyone?
No.
No. Good. Yeah. Again, it's completely unacceptable here. So don't start doing it now if you've never done it.
Yeah.
You know, I've done it in situations like to get into a nightclub, like to skip the line or do something like that. You give the bouncer $20 at the door, and sometimes they'll let you slide.
Okay.
But never like a police officer or anything like that.
Maybe I did, but not with money. I just call a friend maybe or something.
Yeah. Well, that's not really a bribe. That's more like calling in a favor.
Well, but you can move your influence. So.
Have you ever been let off with a warning?
No.
Do you know anyone that has gotten a DUI?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah.
So many.
Really?
So many friends. Yes.
I don't know what it's like in Venezuela, but here in the United States, it is not an easy thing. They
yeah,
really...
I have a friend. She just took 1 cup of wine, and they stopped, and he said, "You are totally drunk." And she said, "No, I am not. I just had 1 wine." And then they did the test.
Okay.
And he told her that she has, I don't know, 3 point something. That's too high. That's what he said. She said it's not true, but I don't know.
There's no way that just 1 glass of wine would do that, but
exactly. Mm-hmm.
It's again, once the police have determined you have done something wrong, it's very hard to get out of it.
Yeah, and he gave her a ticket, and then she broken.
She
Broken
ripped it
breast?
up?
Yes, rip it off. And then she went to the court and she fight and fight and fight and she won.
She fought and fought and fought. She won? Wow.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Because after that she went to the hospital and that's what she told me, I don't know. And she did the alcohol test.
Okay.
After the police left.
Okay. Wow. Have you ever been to court for anything?
No.
Good. Lucky you. What is the scariest experience what is the scariest experience you have had with the law?
No. Maybe with people from immigration.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's a legal experience.
Yeah, because we were in Spain and we fly to Madrid to Miami, and then I took my passport, my Portuguese passport, and then he saw that I was born in Venezuela, and he told me, "Where's your Venezuelan passport?" And I told him I don't have it because first, because I had my new passport from a long time ago, my Portuguese passport, and I don't need a Venezuelan passport. And he said, "Well, you can get into the country." I say, "Why?" And then I fight because it wasn't the first time that I used it.
Yeah.
And then he say, "Okay, go to the room." And I was there like 4 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and was too rude. Yeah. Because they told me, "No, you have to have the Venezuelan passport." No, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't live there. I had my Portuguese passport, and that's it.
Well.
And it was a lot of go to this place, go to another, and talk and talk and talk. Oh my God, 4 hours.
Yeah, sometimes those guys, it's just like they try to be as difficult as possible. I don't understand.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Don't.
All right. Culture tip. If you ever get pulled over, make sure you're in a well-lit public place. You can ask to see the officer's badge and call the local police station. Keep your hands on the steering wheel until the officer approaches your window. If you need to reach for your driver's license, insurance, or registration, tell the officer what you're doing and where you're getting them from.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's take a look here at these movie clips. Give me 1 second so I can pull this up.
This day already happened.
It's one of those infinite time loop situations.
So we can't talk.
I don't see it.
You sleep with people in here?
Yeah, I got in.
Right.
It's the first dance.
All right. Can you see this video screen?
Yes.
Oh, this is
comic actor.
You know who this is?
Yes.
This is one of
He's dead.
This is one of my favorite movies. This is great. Watch this.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy? Transporting a prisoner. 12th precinct up in Buckleytown. My sergeant didn't give me any overtime, so I'm trying to do it lickety-split.
Tell me, officer, do you have any idea how fast you were going?
Well, I got a 426 Hemi in her. 3/4 cams, nitro boosters. I can get her up to as good as 155. Never do, though, of course, unless I'm chasing a cute chick in a Ferrari. I guess I was going about 65 tops.
7 miles an hour. And normally when I stop people, they pull onto the shoulder. I don't know how you do things up in Buckleytown, but down here we are protective of the other drivers on the roads.
Roads. Quiet back there. Taking enough guff from you for one day. Raving psycho. butchered 400 chickens and screwed a beagle. Taking him back to Nevada where he's wanted for banging horses.
Good God. And you get him through this state a little faster than 7 miles an hour, officer.
Me off. Jack.
Oh.
All right. What do you think about that? Have you seen that before?
I think so, yeah, a long time ago, I think.
That movie. This is called Black Sheep. He's dead now, unfortunately, but
I know, yes.
that actor was funny.
Mm-hmm.
And that movie, especially Black Sheep, that was one of the best movies.
Yes.
Here we have an example of somebody getting pulled over. What do you think about that? Did he do that well, or did he
I think he doesn't choose the very well way. In the middle of the street.
Yeah, he pulled over in the median.
Uh-huh. Crazy.
So why did he get stopped?
Because the speedy,
He was speeding?
the fat guy,
Uh-huh.
yeah, he was so fast.
You sure about that?
No,
How fast was he going?
he says, oh no fast, slowly. Seven mile. Yeah, sorry.
He was only driving 7 miles per hour, so not speeding.
Yeah.
You can actually get in trouble for driving too slow.
I know.
That will also make a police officer very suspicious. All right, we've got another one of these. Oh, I guess not. Let's see here.
Unavailable.
How about cat game?
Cat game, what's the record? Thorny did 6, but I think you can do 10. 10? Starting right now. Sorry about that.
All right, Mel. Hand over your license and registration. Your registration? Hurry up, Mel. Sorry.
Can you hear what he's saying?
The registration.
Yeah, but do you hear the word that they're playing with here?
Oh no, I didn't.
Do you know what sound a cat makes?
No.
Meow, meow, meow.
Oh.
Meow. Right? So instead of saying the word now, he's saying meow.
Meow. Oh.
This is a game. This is a game that they're playing to. It's like a joke.
The police.
Yeah. Let's try this back one more time. Watch this.
Okay.
All right. How about cat game?
Cat game, what's the record? Thorny did 6, but I think you can do 10. 10? Starting right now. Sorry about that.
All right, Mel. Hand over your license and registration. Your registration? Hurry up, Mel. Sorry. There's something funny here, boy?
No.
Well, then why are you laughing, Mr. Larry Johnson? All right, Mel, where were we?
I'm sorry, are you saying meow?
Am I saying meow?
I thought...
Don't think, boy. Now, do you know how fast you were going? Now, what is so damn funny?
I could have sworn you said meow.
Do I look like a cat to you, boy? Am I jumping around all nimbly bimly from tree to tree?
No.
Am I drinking milk from a saucer? Well, do you see me eating mice? You stop laughing right now.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to have to give you a ticket on this.
But...
No buts, Meow. That's the law. Not so funny now, is it?
I think he was nervous.
Meow.
Oh,
All right. So what went wrong?
I think he was so nervous.
The guy driving?
Yes.
Yeah, I would be nervous too in that situation. Having
Yes.
a police officer mess with me like that. So
Yeah.
yeah. So these are just
They
examples.
were playing around.
These are examples, yeah, of things you should definitely not be doing if you get pulled over while you're driving.
Yeah.
Have you seen that second movie that we watched?
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
That's another really good movie. It's called Super Troopers.
Oh,
Super
yes.
Troopers.
But they are so old, right?
No.
No? Oh. I know the actor. Yes. I know him.
That's a good movie to watch.
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, so let's pretend that you're getting pulled over, okay?
Okay.
So case number one, you're speeding. So imagine you're driving down whatever, I-70, and you're going 70 miles an hour. Speed limit's 55, okay? So we'll pretend like I'm the police officer and I'm pulling you over.
Okay.
All right, so vroom, you stop, I come out, and I knock on your window. What do you do?
Down the window
You roll down the window, okay?
and say, "Hi, officer."
Good evening. Do you know why I stopped you?
No, I am not. I'm
Okay.
not sure.
Well, you were speeding. You were going 70 miles an hour.
Oh, really?
Can I see your license and registration, please? And insurance?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
My driver's license and the glove box. I have that. Insurance.
Okay. Well, everything looks okay here. It looks like you've never been pulled over before. So I'm going to let you off with a warning tonight, okay? But please slow down,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
All right. Slow down. Have a nice
Thank you.
night. Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you. You too.
All right, good job with that. All right, let's talk about the words by and until. These words they're similar but different. Okay, by is the latest time something can happen. We use this for giving like due dates. Okay, like when you can pay a bill or do your homework for me, right? So here's an example. You need to complete your homework by the next time we meet.
Okay.
Okay, you need to complete your homework by the next time we meet. Until is used to indicate also a future time, but this is when whatever is happening will end at that time. We will be in class today until 5:30. Okay?
Okay.
All right. All right, try and fill in the blanks using either by or until.
Okay. I don't have anything.
You don't see anything?
No.
Oh.
Still you too. Or
Oh, okay.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. My boss will be gone by Monday.
Until Monday.
Until.
Honestly, without more context, it could go either way, to tell you the truth. I would accept by here. But it means two different things. If I say my boss will be gone by Monday, it means, so today is Tuesday. He might leave tomorrow. He might leave the next day. He might leave on Sunday. He will be gone by Monday. The way this says is pretty much right now he's out of town and he's coming back to town on Monday. He returns to work on Monday.
Okay. We'll be done with class until 8.
This one's going to be by.
Oh my God. Okay. The milk will spoil until the 23rd.
By the 23rd.
Oh, no. I will wait until Thursday to decide.
Good.
My boss will return by Monday. Will be in class until 8. The milk won't spoil by the 23rd.
This one's going to be until.
Oh, why? Until the 23rd. Okay. I will decide until Thursday.
By Thursday.
Oh, no.
All right. So make a little note in your notebook. By and until, and study these words a little bit.
Okay.
Did you have a best friend when you were a kid, Fatima?
Yes, I had. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. What did you do together?
Oh, we play, we talk, we have a lot of secrets, and we laugh a lot.
What was she like?
Oh, she's older than me. She's taller than me. She has short hair and blue eyes. And okay.
Good. Are you still friends?
Yes, of course. Uh-huh.
Why do you think good friends drift apart sometimes?
Drift? I don't know what is drift.
To drift apart means to slowly move apart.
Or if I need a space, maybe. If we need a space.
Yeah?
Why did
Just for like personal reasons or?
No, because maybe we need time to be apart.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't need to be all the time together. Maybe
What do
you can get tired.
What do you do to keep your friendship strong?
Or to be honest, to be happy, to be confident, to be very good friend.
Good. Who is your best friend now?
The same girl.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
So how did you meet?
In the how is it? In my childhood. How you say? My childhood.
You met
This
in your
is
childhood, but how?
yes.
At school or from the neighborhood or
Neighborhood.
just from the neighborhood? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have in common?
Oh, so many things.
For example?
I think we have the same ideas. We respect sometimes when we are not agree. We be honest. And we are so happy when we are together because we laugh a lot.
How
Because
are
he's so funny.
Okay, good. How are you different from each other?
Maybe she's so serious. Maybe a little joker than her.
You're a little bit more playful than she is. She's more serious.
Yes, I think so. Uh-huh.
Okay, good. What types of activities do you do together now?
Oh, we have a reading group. She live in another city, but we still talk every week.
Okay.
And
You read the same books together and talk about them?
yes.
That's nice.
Yes.
Cool.
Good activity. Yeah.
All right. Here's some new verbs for you. I don't know if you want to take a picture of this or write
I
them.
did. I already did. Uh-huh.
Got it? Okay, yeah. So these words might be new for you. So
Some. Yes.
don't understand them, you can look them up in your dictionary between now and next week, and we'll watch that next week.
Yeah.
So homework, do lesson number 4 from the
Okay.
book. And if you haven't watched it, try to find this movie, Super Troopers, the one that we were watching